Hello everybody, Pure Funky here, or Wesley, and today I'm bringing you a Crysis 2 gameplay to support background footage for my commentary. And today I want to talk to you about topics on videos. Now, what I'm going to do is, if people comment and saying what they'd like to hear, like say if they wanted me to talk about a particular subject in mind that I should talk about in a commentary, then I would. So, just a little intro to it. If anybody wants me to talk about something what they like or they want me to talk about, just comment below and just tell me what you want me to talk about or what you want me to, what few things you want to hear from me. So yeah, I'll leave that out for you so you can message me and tell me what you want to hear and we'll take it from there. But anyway, today I want to talk about Crysis 2 single player. Now, if any of you have played the first one, you'll know that it was quite epic in scale. So you had like the massive island, you could do a lot there's more side quests, and there's so many things you can do. Actually, I'll look online now, you can actually on Crysis 1 I only played the first section of it on the beta, and I think you can hear the keyboard moving or typing, but I'll only be typing for a few seconds. But the actual storyline was, I don't think it had anything to do with aliens, which is called the Seth. It had more or less the humans, but the Seth came involved halfway through the game, I think. I'm just reading it now, and the game actually started 3 years before the new one. So it says on Crysis 1 wiki, is set in 2020. Crysis plot follows Lieutenant Jake Dunn, codenamed Nomad, which is one of the originals like Prophet, which you play, which is in the first scene of the game, of the second one. Let's see. Apparently, at the end of the first section of the game, the mountain at the centre of the island begins to crumble, revealing a 2-kilometre high alien structure beneath the surface. So that's really when the aliens start to appear. And with this one, the aliens are more or less the main enemy in this one. It's just the first few levels or first mission is basically to do with the actual agency called Cell, which is trying to defeat these aliens or trying to make weapons out of their weapons, out of the Seth's weapons. It's set in New York City, which is a location that's not been used per se. Well, Grand Theft Auto 4 used it, but obviously called it Liberty City and changed a few things around. Like, I mean, you can't put everything in. Like, there's a Get a Life building, which is in GTA 4, which is actually MetLife or MetLife. I think it is in real life. I don't know what it does with it, but yeah, which is nice, and it gives it overall. I mean, I don't live in New York, but I know a lot about it. I know what it looks like, and we can relate to it by looking at images of New York in real life and playing it in the game. So yeah, this game on single player is pretty good. But I think most of it, if you actually want to play it on the hardest difficulty, you can actually just get through it by sneaking past most of the enemies. Not everyone, but more or less quite a few of them. It's not actually, you get a few choices. You get to go, you get to snipe people, get to kill people as normal games would ask you to. There's stealth way through the levels, but there's nothing much than that. There's no more exploring like the first one. Crysis 1 had a full, had a full island to explore, so you don't get as much to do on this, except it concentrates on a storyline where you can finish it without struggle, unless depending on if you're playing it on the hardest difficulty setting, that is. And also, it kind of, because obviously it's on console, it seems to me that the first game always will be better, just because, well, it was the first of its kind to do what it did, to do with pushing the graphics, pushing the limits on the gameplay, and then all the additional customization options, where when you're in the game, you can actually, if you hold, on Xbox/PS3, if you hold the select button down, if you hold it down, you get to change like the silencer or the scope or whatever on your weapons. And obviously, when it started, it came out on PC, Crysis 1, and you only had the option to use. Obviously, I think it was a certain button you press, and you could change the scopes and stuff, which made it look really nice. And then you had the power-ups, which were located on a different button, which are pretty good, because you can get, there's about 3 skills in each set. There's 12 skill sets. There's armor ones, something to do with stealth, something to do with radar, and something to do with something else like running or something, or weapon skill. I guess that's my rant, about the single player, so I guess you know my thoughts on it now. I think I'm going to talk a bit about this gameplay, because I started out like that. I'm playing on a map called Statue, I think. Obviously, because it's Statue of Liberty, I think. Unless I'm on a totally different island. And I'm playing some... Let's see, what is it called? The game has a quite ranged in names. They're not just Team Deathmatch or Capture the Flag. It's something else. I think it's Sector Control. Oh, no, that's Homefront. It is... Oh my god, I was playing with Tabe the other day on the same game mode. Yes, I did play with Tabe. I have actually got some footage of it, but it's not got him talking because I don't think he was talking in it. So oh, what is it now? I think it'll show it at the beginning of the map or end of the game, I think. But it's where you capture the points anyway, where they spawn up, and you have to capture the alien pod, which I think is a diverse gameplay mode. It's not just capture a flag where it stays there forever. It moves about the map, so you don't know where it'll spawn, which is good. And the weapons I'm using are the Scar, and I always use a Scar since it's probably my favourite weapon up to now, as well as the Scarab, but I don't think I'm going to unlock that till like rank 20 odd or something like that. Some of the perks, I think I usually go for like the steady aim, because usually if you're in close quarter battles, which you mostly are if you're trying to get to an objective, you want to have something where you don't have to aim down your sights, because aiming down your sights is the worst thing you can do. Your sensitivity might be high, or to the fullest probably, but if you're in scoped, or like looking down your iron sight or something, it slows it down by a little percentage of the allocated speed, so you have to be careful. You have to like blind fire a lot. Other perks would be to add more armor, obviously, because there you get killed quite easily if they get headshots on you. And I think there's another one, but it's something to do with the weapons accuracy. So you basically want to kit out your guy so you can live longer and have more accuracy, which is awesome. I'm actually enjoying this game. Well, Hutch is actually enjoying this game now as well. He was talking about it on Facebook, or I think it's Twitter as well. He said that he's actually into grips with the game now. It does take a lot to get into. Like, it's not Call of Duty one-shot kills. It's more strategic, even though it's not, if you know what I mean. But anyway, yeah, Hutch wants people to play with him, so send a message to Hutch is Yo Daddy. The O in Yo is a 0, the number. Just thought I'd advertise that so you can play with him. And I hope you enjoyed the commentary. And I'll leave you with the scores at the end. And subscribe if you want to for more gameplay of Crysis 2 and Machinima. See you guys later.